Got a third finger turning dark.
His PTT is prolonged. The fibrin split products are off. He's not clotting properly. It looks like a mild case of DIC.
Well, obviously not that mild. If this keeps up, his hand is literally going to be dead meat. His hand is connected to his arm, and his arm is connected to... I'm not sure, but I bet it's important.
All this from falling off my roof.
Yeah, if only he'd fallen on his head, then he wouldn't have any of these symptoms.
We need something stronger than heparin. Human-activated protein C.
Looks like Cuddy, same cleavage. Protein C is indicated only for severe sepsis.
Well, how many of his limbs have to be at stake for it to be severe?
But this stuff is crazy dangerous. It can cause internal bleeding. If he bleeds, he could stroke, he could die.
He could get better.
You know, if I try to scheme like this, you get that nasty, wrinkly face and screech like a hyena. It's very sexy, I admit.
Do it.
Nurse! Help! Nurse! Help! Nurse!
What's up?
I can't move my arm! I can't move my arm!
Take it easy. Take it easy. The protein C side effects we were worried about, they happened.
Where was the bleed?
His brain. It's causing right side paralysis. I've stopped the treatment and called a neurosurgeon.
Using your left hand. Right one hurt?
No, I feel better.
But it really doesn't hurt, or you just figure if you say no, you'll get out of the hospital
It
sooner?
doesn't hurt. I feel good.
You don't smell too hot. Your hand is starting to rot. Why are we here?
We are talking about cutting off a kid's hand.
Yes, we're talking about cutting it off, not subdividing it and putting it in condos. It's not a legal issue.
Are you being intentionally dense?
Huh?
I think it's premature.
I've heard enough.
What? She says one word and you take her side. You should at least wait until she actually gives a medical reason. Otherwise, I might take it personally.
Shut up. If I were to somehow find out that you two are in disagreement over the proper medical course of action, it could make it awkward for my client in court, my client being the two of you. So guys, I'm a little busy here. Why don't we pick this conversation up in half an hour, okay?
Your hand is dying. The bacteria are eating it. When they run out of food there, they go somewhere else.
If you cut off my hand, I'll be cured?
Unfortunately, no. We still have to find the disease that's making you sick to begin with. But you won't die of gangrene while we're looking.
His little finger is dusky.
Yeah, that's why we're doing this.
No, I mean the other hand. The one we haven't chopped off yet.
Pinkies are supposed to be pink, right? They're not called grays.
But the organ failure is gonna kill him.
But the pinky is weirder. What does it tell us?
The same thing the right hand told us before we cut it off. It's the same symptom.
But at a different time. His blood work indicates mild DIC. What if it's mild in the way that you get out of the ocean, the water clinging to your body makes the sea level drop? It's technically true, but it's completely irrelevant.
Well, a lack of DIC would explain everything if there were also a lack of anything to explain.
Endocarditis. His heart's infected. Little bacteria cauliflowers clinging to his valves. Except sometimes they can't hold on. They go swimming in his bloodstream. Thursday, one breaks off, goes to his right hand. Black fingers, gangrene. Friday, his child heads for the kidneys. We all know what Saturdays are all about. Party with the left hand. Also explains the fever.
It's perfect, except for the little fact that we already tested for endocarditis and he was negative.
Which means he either is negative or what infection could cause pneumonia and culture-negative endocarditis. Rise value goes down with every clue.
You're thinking psittacosis? Alfredo doesn't have any pet parrots.
Quit your squawking. Give him doxycycline.
No, that'll just make his clotting problem worse.
I liked you better when you were coming up with wacky drugs for us to try. If we give him the doxy now, damn it, maybe we can save his pinky. He can teach his brother to count all the way to 5.
If you're wrong, he'll end up with no hands and no feet.
Technically, if I'm wrong, he'll end up dead, but I take your point. What's his night job?
He cleans up with some fast food joint. What, you think he got it from a chicken nugget?
Since when do fast food joints allow 12-year-olds to mop floors?
Alfredo is 20.
Really? Looks younger. Where were you going to work tonight? What job do you do on Saturday nights?
What are you doing?
Wake him up.
We just cut off his hand.
Yeah, we need to talk about it.
It's not happening.
¿Dónde trabaja su hijo los sábados por la noche? Honest, I have no idea what I just said.
Why didn't you say you spoke Spanish?
Well, because you want to talk to me. Dígame. Or something like that.
No trabaja los sábados. Es la única noche que descansa.
She says he doesn't work Saturday nights. You mean the talking juice?
The fact it doesn't fit your theory doesn't make it a lie.
When she was out of the room, the kid brother insisted he was going to cover for Alfredo at work tonight. ¿Qué hace Alfredo los sábados por la noche?
Se divierte con sus amigos. Va a bailar y...
Saturday nights he goes dancing. Either it's a lie or he's dancing with birds. ¿A dónde?
Yo no sé.
You've heard the talking juice.
He doesn't know what you're talking about.
Odds are it's going to be close to his house, probably a abandoned warehouse or factory. So take the Scooby Gang and spread out.
What the hell are we looking for?
Find somebody who looks like Crabton. Tell him you want to place a bet. Sayonara.
I always wash my hands.
If a bird is infected, you can get psittacosis just from breathing his dust.
But then why do I get sick and nobody else?
Your asthma made you vulnerable. You're gonna be all right now.
Yes. Gracias. Saving my life.
He thanked me.
You should have.
We cut off his hand. If we'd figured it out earlier...
If he'd figured it out later, he'd be dead.
Oh, I never figured it out at all.
Hello.
What do you want, House?
If you're wallowing in self-loathing, I've got something that might help. We're getting sued.
You saved his life. He admitted that.
We'll settle. He's got a stub where his hand used to be. We have insurance. Case seems pretty solid to me.
Ka-ching, the new American dream. Happy ending. Kid's gonna be just fine.